But that said, that's what you guys see. The room appears to be there's not a lot of decoration here outside of the lion statues, this podium, as it were, and then the benches.
And
I checked behind it.
The chest just had that scroll in it?
Correct.
Okay.
I checked behind it.
Give me an investigation check.
Can I do perceptions?
If you want. It appears that it is relatively well used. There's signs of it's, slightly depressed from it being used and stood on quite a bit, but beyond that, there's no real distinguishing or interesting things to be noted.
Then I push it out of the way.
The table?
Yeah, everything I can, really.
Alright, well, the table hasn't moved in some time, but it does indeed move, and when it hits the ground, it seems to break a bit. The wood that it's made of it appears to have been ancient and hasn't suffered well over the years.
The table, that's our loot.
And the small box that was on there also goes flying off and hits the wall. But it appears nothing else happens.
She keeps trying. She's frantic at this point.
Alright, what are you trying next?
Statues.
Alright, give me... Because if your investigation is specifically for investigating something.
No, this is just moving stuff.
Oh, okay. The statues appear to be adhered to the pedestals that they are sitting on. Or I guess the stone slabs.
She keeps trying.
Corvine, are you okay?
There has to be something.
I mean, there might be something.
Can't just be a dead end. Can't.
Did we want to check out the rubble one last time?
Was that in character?
Yes.
Oh. Wait. Let's.
I'm just gonna take a shortcut there. Come on, don't go on the wall. Oh, where are you? Go. There you. What?
Look, you shouldn't frivolously use your teleportation.
Boop.
You could teleport to a similar but different temple.
Hold on, let me give me a few minutes to design a temple real quick. Alright,
I investigate the rubble. I do not see anything. I'm guessing I don't see.
No, it's just a pile of rubble. It appears the ceiling has collapsed at some point.
For the love of...
It's pretty much the same answer. It appears even the walls might have caved in as well.
Oh, they're playing Xenoblade in Longhorn Con.
Oh,
Playing Xenoblade music.
Amusing. Actually, some creepy music going since we're here.
Shout outs to the Longhorn Con. Another thing, I guess.
Your attempt to clear the rubble is unsuccessful. I assume that's what the strength was.
Yeah.
It appears that, from one reason or another, you just can't seem to move.
Can I?
You remove several of them, but it appears there's just simply more rocks.
Oh no.
Clearly, you're hiding something behind there, and we must get through it at any cost.
Let's just.
Yeah.
I teleport in the right 5 feet.
I think this situation behooves some RP here. Because I suspect Corvine is legitimately walking away from the rubble.
Yeah.
Carvine.
I'm just gonna follow.
It's no use.
Wait, this isn't the way out.
No.
Poor Vine. What are you doing?
Well, we have some things. We know a little bit more about the place than we did when we came in.
It's not the point. The point of coming here was to know more about him.
We can.
There are still other options we have yet to explore.
But I think we've seen all we can see in here.
Then we must explore them.
Not here. No.
Yeah,
not
no options in this temple anymore. There's more options in Rain. This is a good starting point. Judging from the statues, there's definitely something going on here that might resemble the whatever the gray sky is named.
Oystein.
Oystein? Yeah.
Oystein.
Oh yeah, it's even here in my notes.
What do they see?
Your snack eyes see something suspicious?
Right.
Got it. Guys, I got a pizza.
Oh.
It wasn't the one we're looking for, but you know.
Do you tell anyone?
Oh. Sorry, that's a clerical error.
Yeah.
That's why I
Also,
was being
really,
coy about it.
Danny has a pizza. Danny says, "I have a pizza, guys."
I thought maybe there was a secret passage that we hadn't found.
No, we'll figure
What's
out
in
that.
We all roll investigation until he says we found the passage.
Everyone spends the next half hour trying to figure that out.
Just go back to the old days where you just run around pressing the use button on every section of the wall until you find the secret.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Illusory wall ahead. Liar ahead.
Try jumping.
Oh dear, I've gone too far with this, but let's see how far we can go.
Don't give up, skeleton.
I'm going to investigate this wall right here. One last thing for the memes.
You guys are gonna hate me for this. I am not sorry.
There's nothing there. Let's go.
You've instructions
Oh,
on.
wait a second. Second. There we go.
Oh no!
All right. If you want to do that thorough of an investigation, I will call that taking a 20. Doing so, however, will cost an extraordinary large amount of time.
You gotta get back to the ship.
No,
Let's go.
I was playing around.
Okay, then.
Yeah. Danny just says, "Let's head back to the ship before we're lost."
385 squares. Congratulations, you won.
All right, then. So you guys head back to the ship, then?
Yes.
Cool.
But she hangs her head in shame.
Oh, you guys
Let's go.
you
Go
guys
find
got
the-
160 XP for that bear fight.
Woo.
And you'll get XP for exploring this once the...
And that's why we murder hoboed everything.
Where's my calculator?
Who needs math in this game?
Should be 17,120.
Okay.
Oh, we're back on the boat?
I'm on a boat.
I assume you guys went back to the boat.
Yep, let's go.
Okay.
Alright, let's
Or
start
instantaneous transportation.
let's start rolling our investigation checks on the boat.
Sorry, I was already up there, but I didn't have her up there in the beginning. Holy shoot! Talk about instantaneous transportation.
I didn't actually need to bring this up. I was like, well, I have it, so I know.
So, the pirates are there?
No, there. Well, yes,
What?
they are still. They're still,
Yeah, they
they're
are.
still tied up. Sorry.
No, they're gone. They took the ship and left.
The crewmates dragged him down into the bowels of the ship and beat him to death.
They won't tell you where the pirates went. They just went on a vacation. Yes. Something.
Now, where's that pirate captain?
Dead.
Currently drinking a lot of water.
Let's go. Wait, what? There was a snake there.
So where's the nice pirate?
So, the trip back to Rain is relatively.
Wait, there's one thing I want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second. I have pizza in my.
Whoa.
Whoa.
I didn't know your relationship was that.
Okay, whoa.
I didn't know you're into cannibalism, but okay.
Abandoned ship. Abandoned ship.
You
I
don't
know.
have
What are you doing in the
crap.
water without flying?
He's on.
Actually, on that note, what are we going to... Oh my god.
Okay.
Tell Vesper.
He
Okay.
is on the tip of the thingamajigger. Okay.
With my wings spread out,
Anyway,
feeling the wind
Anyway.
through
I'm ready.
my hair.
I'm ready. I'm going to look
So you
around for a piece of cloth.
What are you doing?
I'm going to look around on the ship for a nice cloth.
Cloth.
Hmm?
All right.
Do I find it?
Wait, I have a really, really, really important question.
Mm-hmm.
Is Corvine currently clothed right now?
yes, of course. We went on a
Okay.
ship. In fact, I think she put it on halfway through the delving. Like when she got it cleaned or whatever.
Finding a nice cloth on a ship like this will be difficult, since this is more utilitarian than anything else. Give me an investigation check.
Like, is there any bag? Is there a bag?
Oh yeah, there are sacks and whatnot.
Yeah, I take a bag. I take a bag. Okay.
Mhm.
I try to make sure no one sees me while I go near like the edge of the ship and like climb down near the water.
Okay.
Okay, should I make a stealth check to make sure no one sees me?
That
Good
would
luck.
be that would be prudent. Yes.
If you're trying to not be seen.
Okay.
My passive is 14.
My passive is 18, sorry.
Okay. I'm well, Dandy doesn't know that, so he's gonna. Where's a good place to like climb down? I'm gonna do it like over here.
We'll say sure.
I climb down near like in the like not like just like hanging over, and I use with small beast ability to call a fish closer.
You use what?
I use my
Last
speak
in,
with small beast ability. That's a sheep. That's what a sheep can do.
Because that's how a sheep do.
Give me a
He's trying to convince a sheep to jump. I mean, a fish to jump in the bag.
give
Get
me
in the
a
bag.
give me a constitution.
Get in the bag, Nebby. Get in the bag.
You can either give me a constitution check, or you can give me an intimidation or
Persuasion
check.
Intimidation. That's.
Yeah, be like, you better get in the bag.
These
I mean,
these,
if it's
these
like
are the skills. These are the skills that I see being the most applicable. Or animal handling, yes, that's actually a bit better.
Get in the freaking bag, Nebby.
So give me
Handling-
a
let's
constitution.
not use animal handling. Suck in that skill.
Or you could be like, would you please get in the bag, Nebby?
Okay, if I.
Please
If
say
it-
that.
I'm not sure if.
Yeah, so
I mean, like, I do have like an extraordinary animal, so I'm not sure if I could use intimidation because of that.
well, so the way I see these skills being applicable is Constitution is I tie the ability to shout to Constitution, and
That I don't want to shout too loud.
well, hold on, because
Somebody's
you're trying to interact with a creature that is in water and you are not. Even then, depending on the type of sound, it can have difficulty traveling through water as a medium. And the sound, the more whales make lots of sound for many miles. But you are not an aquatic animal, so that is a gauge of whether or not to see if the sound reached the fish. Otherwise, you could give me an animal handling check, which is the most directly applicable. I could also see persuasion or intimidate being applicable because you're either going to ask the fish to get into this bag or trying to persuade it somehow, either by gently coercing it till it thinks it's safe and then you get it in there, or basically you scare it into the bag. Slam your hoof into the water, or use something else to make it run into the bag out of whatever else have you. So these are
I'm gonna use Constitution because that's probably the best seat.
All right, then give me just a straight Constitution. It appears that unfortunately there are no fish in this part of the river.
I am going to try again because I want to do this.
Well, I'll allow you a total 2 more times before the journey's over.
We do have a day, after all.
Oh my god, get your notifications out of my way.
There we go.
Hey, please? Oh,
Well, you successfully caught not 1, not 2, but 3 fish.
okay. I go over to Corvine, say, please, meet me below the deck. Make sure no one sees you.
Very sneaky. Sneaky.
I take offense to that terminology.
And since I saw that, I want to roll to see if I heard that.
Fair enough. Go right ahead.
It should also be perception, right?
Correct.
I'm not going to use passive for that. Okay, it's also my passive.
Should I roll stealth?
If you want to avoid being overheard, yes.
Yeah, so what did you do? Stick your face in the water and then yell to get the sound to travel?
Okay, it's well out.
Midnight detect.
You were decently quiet. Most, I think Sai is probably the only one that heard you say that. Speaking of which, Dandy, you said you were using Constitution for these rolls, right? Okay.
Yeah.
What I'll say that what that 23 represents is part the ability to get your voice to travel through the water,
And both being really loud.
Another part is the actual act of waiting for the fish, like just hanging on there and basically actually needing the endurance to do it. That said, you are quiet, but not quite enough to miss to avoid Saye's ears.
Okay.
Oh, okay, Corvine. Let's meet below the deck. We're
Understood.
okay. We do that,
All right.
and I go up below the deck and I say, I'm sorry for
There's one thing though. Hang on, real quick. She's not going to follow. However, she's going to ask Serica to peek at them down there. Just take a peek at what they're doing.
That's your ice break, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Does Serica need to make a stealth check?
Does Serica even have stats for that?
I assume it's use your own.
Just give me a d20 and add 2 for now.
Good job.
So,
Yeah, at least
stealth.
I failed this time.
10 stealth. So that as the two of you go below decks, it's very obvious an ice.
Oh right, I forgot to add that.
Following the two of you.
Okay. And Corvine's gonna turn around. Be like, oh hey there. What are you doing, little buddy?
The ice sprite makes ice sprite noises.
Squeaker, squeaking, squeaking,
Yep.
squeaker.
So,
So Serica's just
down to look at it.
now looking a bit. Well, she looks nervous. Trying to act as if she wasn't trying to spy on anyone at all or anything. Nope, no, Shuri, nope.
Don't worry, Corvine's gullible.
And no one can understand her right?
It's true. It says so by the Book of Lore. No one understands the language of the ice sprites.
So all she does is she's flying around the place, trying to act out as if she was wandering around the ship or something.
Well, I guess that would be a deception check then. Go ahead and give me a +2.
Give me. Yeah, that's my. If that's how it works.
That's your insight.
Yeah. It's like, I got a 1, but. It's
How are you deceiving someone when you're rolling charades? My word. I got it anyways!
Deflect
Oh my-
suspicion.
Wow,
You were deceived by an ice sprite.
but not Dandy.
Well, I said +2. Midnight just didn't put the +2 for whatever reason.
I keep forgetting the +2.
Oh.
So it appears the ice sprite just followed you down here out of natural curiosity and is now milling about doing whatever ice sprites do.
It feigns innocence.
Ruling the world.
Okay, Dandy is like, okay, and goes beneath the deck.
Corvine falls.
She's heading back up, knowing that she's compromised.
You know, I really like ice sprites. They're a lot nicer than the Deer of Rain.
You know, there are quite a few sheep who think similar things about like dogs and that. You know?
Hang on, I want to see if she overheard that. I highly doubt it.
That's not exactly being like, dealt.
I know, but it's just she was already going out of range of it.
Well, okay.
It's more of a role-playing sense.
Okay.
So she wasn't able to tell Sky a thing.
Okay, so do we get?
Yeah.
Well, I
we
mean, I assume there's
Do we
more
go
you guys
see
want to say to each
Bao
other.
in an undisclosed location?
yes, let's go see Bao. Reindeer better than.
So,
Yeah, we go and find a sneaky spot, like
Find
a place,
an undisclosed
like a room.
location.
We find a
the room
room
that Corbine used previously is currently unoccupied.
I'll probably use that then. Although that's not a bedroom. That's more of a closet, right?
Pretty much. But it's one of the few actual private rooms on this ship. So
Okay.
So, this is for making up earlier on how forceful I was with, giving you food. And, he hands over the bag with a bunch of flopping fish.
Oh. Oh. I'm surprised at how comfortable you are doing this. But
I mean, I've done it with dogs before.
thank you.
This is just, something to make up for what I did earlier with the pancakes and all.
Yes. Consider yourself forgiven. I already did. It was
for
I have to get used to.
Yeah, it was more to make myself feel better, if I'm completely honest.
Well, don't blame yourself any longer.
All right, just remember.
Oh no!
You've got us.
Why?
Yes, I will. Thank you.
And also, we should also fight. I'm just throwing it out there. We should go 1v1.
What?
What? You seem to be very good at fighting. You know, I'm not one to pass up a challenge.
Oh. Oh. Okay then.
You know,
I guess if you really, really want to, but I prefer not to fight my friends.
you what? You always fight your
Fight
friend.
for his friends.
That's the big thing about being.
I thought being friends was more about having each other's backs, not sprawling. But
I mean, are you saying that those two are mutually exclusive?
no, I guess I'm just not used to this or to having friends at all, really.
Well, I mean, I'm not the most usual person, you know. I'm not. I know I'm not a typical sheep. Never have been. Probably never will be.
There's nothing wrong with that, unless you're like me.
You're basically a deer to me.
Huh? Really?
You got antlers. You got. I mean, you have half. That's you got the same face. You know, not exactly the teeth, but you know.
Oh, thank you for all this, but you should probably be going now.
Yeah,
I'll find a place to put this that no one will find.
understood. I'll see you later.
See you too.
Then Danny walks out briskly, very quick.
Corvine pulls out a fish.
Delicious. Nothing quite like
Well,
fried fish.
They're probably just raw. I
I
didn't cook them.
Sushi's delicious. Just saying. All right. Is there anything? Is anybody else want to do any other RP?
I think Noah and I got our side story in already.
Did it have to do with the spicy meatballs?
Maybe.
God, my
Just a
phone's
little
dying.
bit.
I probably should have exercised some restraint and not started pasting memes all over the the board.
Oh, we want memes.
Oh
No, we do
no!
not.
Oh no!
Oh, you beat me
All
to
right.
it.
So if there's nothing else, then we'll go ahead and move on to Rain then.
Okay, but I want to talk to the pirate. Just a second.
Very well.
Okay. So wherever he is, the one that agreed to stop being a pirate.
They're both currently tied up down beneath. The ship doesn't really have a proper brig, so they kind of repurposed a section of it off to the side.
Okay. Well, you doing okay?
I mean, I've been tied up here for a while, but I'm doing alright, I think.
About that,
They put a gag in the other guy's mouth, which is helping a lot.
about that, I feel like you've been tied up enough.
You have to take that up to the captain of the ship.
You're probably right. I should. Well then, I'll see you in a bit.
Nods.
She goes straight to the captain.
The captain's busy currently. He appears in his quarters, and he is doing a bit of navigating. Looking at some charts, just making sure they're on course.
He's not a navigator, he's a captain.
Look. They hired the crew on a budget, okay?
No. Go with the navigator is the one that died.
The one person who died is the navigator.
Yes.
In other case, he looks up from what he's doing. Yes, can I help you, Miss Winterblood?
Yes. I know this is a possibly insane request, but would you allow me to take one of the prisoners and have them supervised by me, walk with me, stay in my sights?
He furrows his brow a bit, a little confused. You mean, like, act as a servant?
Servant is a harsh word, but if that's how you want to think of it, yes.
Well, I'm sorry, Miss Winterblood, but I can't do that. I'm bound by law to keep them bound up until they face justice and reign.
Fair enough. So, if that's your final decision, then I suppose I will leave you to your duties.
He shrugs. Sorry, my hooves are tied.
Hey, I know, it's perfectly fine.
Is there anything else I can do for you?
No.
Alright, well, if you don't mind me, I need to get back to doing this.
As I said, yes. Thank you, Captain. And she bows.
With that, he offers you a kind dismissal and gets back to his work. A polite dismissal. There we go. A polite dismissal.
Then she goes back to the basically the prison room, the brig type area that's not a brig,
Mm-hmm.
and spends her time there the remainder of the trip.
Well, it appears that the prisoner is... You know what? Give me 3 persuasion checks.
Ooh. Oh wait, that's right, I have the sheet, so I can just do it straight from there.
Yeah. Alright. Over the course of the remainder of the trip, you spend your time chatting with him, and you get to know him a little bit. And perhaps unsurprisingly, you discovered that his life was a relatively hard one. His family, came from poor circumstances, and they had received a bit of the shaft as a result of the nobles. Whether it was purposeful negligence or just they fell through the cracks, he doesn't really know. He believes it was, a willful thing on the nobles' parts. But you find out that when he was younger, after growing up in this environment, he was actually kidnapped by some pirates. And even though he had the opportunity to escape, he ended up deciding not to. That lost an extraordinarily huge health bar. It's hilarious. And as a result, he didn't necessarily take a liking to this, but he felt a sense of vindication, a sense of vengeance against the sins that Rain had committed against him and his family. But after basically getting to know you, he basically comes to the realization that the noble families of Rain aren't conspiring to make his life an absolute living nightmare. And that his lifestyle really isn't worth it at the end of the day. So basically he shifts from agreeing with you guys initially because he was terrified to you, to basically realizing you're absolutely right. This actually is not a good life. Like, I will end up dead in a grave, unloved and alone if I continue to do this. So by the time you pull into port, you have thoroughly you managed to thoroughly de-pirated him. So not only have you taken him out of the pirate ship, you've taken the pirate ship out of him.
I mean, technically, we didn't take him out of the pirate ship. That was...
Well, previous incidents took him out of the pirate ship. Their previous ship apparently was destroyed by a patrol, and they're fixing to get a new one. But you get the metaphor.
Yes, I do.
And as you guys arrive into Rain, some deckhands are sent out, and shortly and almost immediately, several guardsmen come onto the deck and take away the two pirates towards the Hall of Justice. So the question is what do you guys want to do? Do you guys wish to head directly to House Bob? Do you want to go talk to Yoham?
Well,
do you want to go to
I just want to
Vesper's
say
house?
real quick, when they get into territory, Saya cloaks herself again.
Come again?
Well,
Saya's cloaking herself yet again when they enter territory.
Gotcha. Okay.
so, Corvine's probably... So how does the justice system work here?
You cut out. You said Corbin is
Partially.
probably something.
How does the justice system work here?
Typically speaking, they're taken to the Hall of Justice and they're put on trial. The Winterfrost family always made an effort to make sure that trials were as fair as possible.
Okay, but, so you said that nobles could vouch for people, right?
I mean, it's not like in the official laws, but you know.
Yeah,
happens.
that was the idea in the first place, why we convinced him to stand down.
This is the laws of the country might have been made by nobles. So
Okay, the question is when. Is that like immediately, or
trials
to
for
follow
pirates
them?
are usually pretty swift.
So I should probably follow them.
The politics of Rain have very little patience.
So I
for
should
that sort of
probably
activity.
follow them, right?
If you want to.
I mean, if I don't, will they immediately get killed?
Presumably.
Well then, yes.
All right then. So you're heading to
Jailbreak.
the hall. You're heading to the Hall of Justice then.
Yep.
All right. And what are the rest of you doing?
Corvine, where are you going?
If I don't go,
There.
If you don't go.
Corbin, you cut out.
if I don't go, they're going to kill that poor man.
Oh.
Well, excuse me, I am going to make a quick check here.
You are the knight.
Because I don't want anyone to see which way I'm going.
Fair enough.
I'm not paying enough attention to contest that.
Same.
Do you want any help, Corvine?
I don't see why I'd need it, but if you can come, just hurry.
Okay. I'll follow Corvine then.
All right. So now and Corbin are heading to the Hall of Justice.
I will whisper OC where I'm going.
There you go. Bagwong and Dandy, where are you guys headed to?
Bagwong looks to Dandy. Shall we report to House Ba what we found? Since they were the ones who sent us in this direction. Oh wait, does Dandy have a microphone back yet?
Cactus?
You hearing this?
So I remember Cactus said his phone, something was wrong with his phone. His laptop doesn't have a mic.
His phone's dead.
Yeah.
Well, can he?
He was listening.
Then let us type.
He said he was listening and just couldn't hear, or couldn't speak. So,
Nice. Oh, dang it. I don't have any water on me. Grab some in a minute.
So we should type into Discord, I'm saying?
Let a roll
They
20.
said
See.
his laptop is working, just doesn't have a mic.
Dun, dun, dun.
Got to make sure that's formatted.
Wait, no, that's how you spell no.
I guess kind of out of character. The No still has most of the things that we found in the dungeon.
Oh,
As
wait,
well
I
as-
forgot to do something. But
Corvine
I guess I could do it in Rain.
Corvine also has the tome that was in the pool of tomato juice.
And the skull.
And I
And
guess
the
since
skull.
if we
Okay, OC knows what I'm doing.
If we traveled a full day to get back to Rain, that will be a long rest, I imagine.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Woo.
you guys get your long rest back. So you go back, you go to max HP, recover half of your hit dice if you spent any. And by that I mean you recover 3 hit dice. Because you guys are level 6 presently.
But yeah.
And any spells you expended.
Yay.
And what did you forget to do, Corvine?
So I picked up the skull for a reason, but I guess
Alright. You said you'll just take care of it later then?
yeah,
Okay.
probably after the hall.
Well, we will do this. We'll do this quickly. When you arrive to the Hall of Justice, the pirates are not uncommon, so the guards pretty much tell them that they're pirates. They're taken off to a side room, presented before a judge. A few of the crewmates from the ship come on, including the captain.
You forgot something, didn't you?
I'm sorry, what?
Those were the only 2 survivors. The captain was murdered.
No, the captain of the ship you guys were on.
Oh,
And a few of the
okay.
crewmates from the ship. They're acting as witnesses.
Okay.
As they're ushered into the room, and various testimonies are given, the pirate, one of the pirate who'd been gagged, basically spends most of his time saying very strong things to the judge about the judge.
Oh.
The pirate who's been changed is quiet and somewhat fearful. The captain does indeed testify that these 2 were caught in the act of piracy, and the crewmates says likewise. However, they all say that Miss Winterblood here and Mr. They didn't quite catch your name.
It's a secret. No.
The judge does ask, well, basically that the 2 of you have some further information. And the judge does want to take both your names down. Just to be, you just on Corvine Winterblood, then turns towards you, and your name?
No.
Is that N-O, N-O-H?
NOH.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be like, no, please, we need your name. It's
I thought it was gonna be that too.
And do you have a
OC, you missed
surname?
out on a prime opportunity.
Do I have a third name?
Do you have a surname?
Name yet.
Name it. Alright then. So, what do you two have to say about these two? Miss Winterblood, since you were the only one of noble blood first, I'd like to hear your testimony first.
Well, the pirate, as you would call him, was forced into this life by, what did you say, he was bought or kidnapped?
Kidnapped.
He was kidnapped and forced to be part of a crew. And in this altercation, he didn't kill anyone.
Don't you know that piracy is a victimless crime?
Very well.
You wouldn't steal a ship. You wouldn't kill its crew.
So, to make sure I understand, this pirate here was in the company of the other pirates, but did not actually kill anybody.
Yes, that is correct.
Very well. Tyrannosaurus, no. And you, what do you have to say about this? What do you have to say about these two pirates?
Well, the one with the mouth, he can go places, insert places with some sort of swearing. He can go to.
Take a size.
Yeah.
The judge there is nice. I happen to be fluent in the swears of your language. Mind your tongue.
This other one here, though, he seems like he might become a decent ungulate if provided the chance.
So you say that even though he participated in the piracy, he had a change of heart?
Yes.
Miss Winterblood, can you validate this?
Yes, I can. At first, he seemed doing common interaction of trying to save himself by agreeing, but eventually he actually cracked. He told us he seemed very genuine later on in my interactions with him.
The judge looks between the two pirates, judging them with his eyes. Very well. I have heard the testimonies. Give me a moment. He heads into the back. After, I'll say maybe 10, 20 minutes, he comes back out. Alright, I've passed my verdict. You, points to the loudmouth, shall be hanged. You shall be hanged from the docks as an example to others of your kind. And you shall be hung until dead. You, points the other one, shall be lashed. And then you shall be set free under the care of the Winterbloods. The actions you take shall reflect upon them, and they shall be held responsible should you change your life back to what it once was. That is my official judgment, and that's the law. Slams the podium. The loudmouth pirate takes the opportunity to spit at the judge and is hauled away. And the other pirate simply looks up at Corvide and simply says wordlessly, "Thank you," before he's hauled off.
Corvine nods back at him.
And excuse me. Closing this.
Yeah?
Sorry, brain fart. So, after the trial is done, what do you guys do?
Corvine tells him that family matters to attend to. And so where would the Winterbloods bury their dead?
You would tell me.
Uh,
In their buried dead place.
They, right? Sorry,
And probably like a catacomb.
I got the two houses mixed up for a split second. Sorry about that. Yes, the traditional place of burial for nobility is either on their grounds, into the sea, or depending on how affluent they are. What's the name?
in a catacombs or a tomb?
No, there are no catacombs or tombs
Okay.
in Rain.
Except for that one.
There are no dungeons. Don't
Except
you know
for
that?
one.
Rain is the overworld.
Well,
There are no.
The one you guys just came from was very much outside Rain.
But was still obviously a noble tomb.
Did I seriously not pin the map?
The map
No, you
is
didn't pin the map.
Oh,
The map
right, I was
is
looking
on
at
there.
Discord.
I thought you did.
Apparently, I did not, which is
Nope.
Shame.
It made it a pain to actually find.
Well, no, it's in Roll20, but
Right.
Uh,
It is.
and if
Map
anybody
of Rain.
goes to their Google Drive, it should just be in.
So,
item-
you know, let's just say on their grounds, even though they're sailors.
well,
Or
that
shipwrights.
okay, there we go.
Even though
Oh,
they're
yeah.
shipwrights, they usually bury on their own grounds.
Usually Mr. Flint will bury in Mount Greenwood, but there's not a lot of graves there per se. But yeah, sure, we'll say that because they own a couple of the docks there, so they probably have like a small graveyard in one of them.
Okay. So that's where Corvine's heading.
All right. So for Houseball,
Yes.
as Bygong and Dandy head back, they're meted at the door by Ontario, the great big bull who was, the bodyguard. And he looks at the two of you. Sort of sniffs, sorry. Where's the rest of you?
They didn't come.
They have other things to attend to, but we came to report what we found.
Mm-hmm.
Fine. He steps aside. Come in quickly.
So tense. Why is that?
My job.
Fair enough.
He seems the same as he did before.
He escorts you very quickly over to the library, knocks on a couple times, and Olivia opens the door. Oh, there you are.
We've got some things.
Did you find something?
Well, we did find a lot. We did figure out at least something about what's up there.
Come in. Ontario? No, come. Okay. What'd you say, Stars?
I just said this probably should be discussed in private.
I'm probably going to repeat.
Nobody comes in, Ontario. Big Bull nods and the door shuts. What did you find?
Well, there was definitely a temple dedicated to the predators, but there was a lot that implied it was built by the noble families of Rain.
There are many
defended by it.
There are many trinkets that we found strewn around the place that had their name graved on them.
And we found a tome that we're told the language it was written in is a language created by the worshippers of predators, which I was not aware was a thing. Actually, I might have
So-
been aware of that. I'm not sure.
So, you found several. Say that again? Sorry, I'll admit, as a DM, my attention was slightly diverted. Could you repeat yourself
All
one
right.
more time, please?
There were a number of trinkets, all engraved with the names of the several noble families of Rain.
She puts a hoof to her chin as she thinks. That's strange.
Including one engraved with the name Sapwood.
She looks up at you, her eyes rather serious. Are you sure?
It was right there. I saw it with my own eyes.
Do you have these things on you?
Do we have these things on us?
No has it on him wherever he is.
Yeah, no and Corvine have.
That's what I thought.
We left it with the Pegasus.
Another of our party is taking care of them for the
And where are
moment.
they now?
Did you say are they now or where they are?
Where are they?
now?
I actually didn't catch where No went. Did No went with Corvine, right?
Yeah.
I believe currently they're at the Hall of Justice attending to something else.
I see.
Matters that happened on the way there.
Could you go get them? Could you retrieve them and bring them here?
We certainly could.
I'm not comfortable with them running around with these artifacts. And you said they had a tomb written in some sort of predator language?
A tome, yes.
Yes, I'm not. I think the sooner they get here, the better. I'm not comfortable with the idea of them running around in the public with these items on them. What if they were to get ambushed or something?
Then they'd find a bunch of look, Bygone, go find them, please. I wish to speak with Olivia about something.
Very well.
About the scroll.
You found a scroll?
Bagwong heads out.
Yeah, I was going to show it to my boyfriend. He knows a lot about this stuff, much more than I. But you're very into, you're very like into all this magic stuff, So he shows her the scroll.
She looks at it. I'm not much of a. I study plenty of arcane texts, but I'm not really a one who uses them much. But this looks. I'm gonna need a few minutes with this, if that's all right.
Dandy sits down and waits. Danny finds somewhere to sit.
Okay.
He pulls out a book if she lets him.
She does not actually. Apparently, she becomes extremely protective the moment you mention the books, and she tells you that they are not for public consumption.
Rude.
Dandy puts his hoofs together, twiddles them.
Corbine, you said you're heading off to your family's grave plot?
Basically, yeah.
Alright. And what do you do there?
I guess I pick out a player. Well, hold on. Is there like a groundskeeper?
We'll say there is.
Okay. And she's going to walk up to him. And then she's going to go ahead and convince him not to tell anyone. Excuse me, I need your help, and don't tell my family I'm here.
He looks at you and he narrows his eyes. Corvine? Is that you, Corvine?
Yes, it is.
Oh, hello, miss. It's been a while.
It has. It's.
I,
Hmm?
I've been keeping those flowers nice and trimmed that you like.
Oh, the flowers.
Yes, they're all nicely, but what is this? What's this secret thing you want me to not tell?
Well, I don't want you to tell that I'm here, but
Hiding out from Daddy, eh?
yes.
Oh, don't you worry, not. I didn't see nothing.
So did No follow me, by the way?
Hmm.
Make a perception check.
No. No is going to be wandering, trying to find the rest of the party.
Okay.
As Bai Guang is also looking for No and Corvine.
So,
Oh, hey, pizza's online now.
Indeed.
I found what seems to be a winter blood.
He tilts his head curiously.
So she pulls out the skull
Ah,
and won't lock it.
where'd you get these things from then?
There's a tomb. Was it north of here?
Yes, about a
North
day
of here.
about a day north.
It's on some island about a day's north of here. By boat, of course.
Well, I mean, if it was a tomb, wouldn't it be best just to leave it there?
That's the thing. Instead of being buried or anything like that, it was more of tied to a trap. It was laid on a pedestal.
Oh, I see. You want it buried all nice and respectful like.
Yes.
Ah, say no more, miss, say no more.
Also, do you recognize this? And she opens the locket.
She can't say I do. Looks old, though.
She shows the cow, specifically.
Shakes his head. Afraid not. Looks like a... Well, why would a cow be in a locket with your name on it?
Exactly. That's what's weird about this.
I don't know much about ancient art, Miss Winterblood.
So, if you can, also, before you bury it, could you try to identify who the skull belongs to?
How would you like me to do that?
I don't know exactly.
Hmm. Well, I'll see what I can do. I can't make no promises. Do you want me to hold on to it until then?
Yes.
Looks down at it.
She
Well,
gives both the skull and the locket to him.
All right.
The two seem like they go together, so
Right.
please bury the locket with the skull.
Yeah, sure thing, miss. Anything else I can do for you?
No, but it was nice seeing you.
Oh, it was a pleasure, miss, and I won't tell Daddy you're in town.
Okay.
But I already know.
And I assume that concludes your business?
Yes.
No one got the joke.
All
So,
right, we will.
no one heard the joke, actually.
We'll go ahead and say that you all conveniently meet up at around the same place and time.
Including Washington,
Wait,
Well,
what?
who we
the
just
only
left.
The only reason I'm shoehorning this is because we have very little time left.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And would you guys be a little upset if I skipped to? Because I assumed a lot of you are returning to House Ba.
Presumably.
Yeah.
I know Corvine is silently objecting, but
I'm not objecting. I
You'd like
don't
to-
know.
you'd like to talk to Washington?
No.
Oh, okay.
I just don't want to be a weirdo who just leaves people behind and doesn't tell them where they went.
Well, we'll say that we'll put that with the small talk that was taken care of en route.
Okay.
That said, although where do you want Washington to be? Do you want him to still stick around House Spa? Do you want him to head elsewhere?
No, since we're heading to house.
Okay.
Along with Snowflake.
Ontario allows you in and escorts you into the library. And about the time the others arrive, she's finished interpreting the scroll. And when the group of you arrives into the library, as I presume you wish to walk into the library, if not, then I suppose you don't get to hear this. But I recommend you walk into the library.
Yeah, we all had.
Oh, hey.
Horrifying us.
Suddenly, it's a good idea to walk in the library, huh?
I forget. Wasn't there a promise?
What? You cut out Corvide.
Oh, sorry. Wasn't there a promise that she'd do everything she can to allow us to read the books?
Upon mission completion.
Yes.
But not what I'm waiting on, of course.
But the mission isn't technically complete yet.
I know. I'm just saying it's rude.
Fine.
And by that, I mean I'm rude. Because I'm trying to touch her book.
As the
And Corvine's rude too. Touches
As
them.
a group of you walk in, you walk into her going, "Aha!
Oh,
I figured it
What
out."
is it?
Which looks up, "Oh, you're all here. Oh, Dandy. It is Dandy, right?
Yes, it is. I'm Dandy.
Dandy gave me the scroll here that he said you found. I've been looking it over. It seems like a..." She looks at the group. Are any of you here arcanists, by chance?
I mean, I'm training, but I guess that doesn't matter to the DM, you know?
Oh dear.
Danny,
No.
I'm in training, but I'm not exactly a full, arcane user yet.
She looks at the group. Anybody else?
Yes, I am.
Ah. Well, I assume then she shows you the scroll. You're familiar with what this does. You'll note that it's a little off, a little different. I forget what it is. It's actually a summoning spell. Well, I mean, it was a summoning spell to begin with, but it summons a specific spirit.
Ooh.
Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe it's one of the founders of Rain.
Wait, what?
Yes!
You said there was a name?
She shakes her head. It doesn't say the name, but it specifically targets one of them. It uses a description of who they are, but it doesn't actually say their name, which is strange. But rather than just summoning some random ancestor or your own, it summons a very specific individual. I couldn't tell you why, but that's just how this particular scroll is made.
Interesting.
So, would this spirit be able to hurt anyone?
She shakes her head. I suspect the spirit would work just like the spell, and that it would fuse itself with your body and essentially allow you to do what the spell would normally do. That is, travel great distances, carry a bit more extra weight, that sort of thing. It's just...
Are you sure this...
You cut out.
Are you sure this spell wouldn't give control to this spirit? That kind of a bad thing.
You mean, like, the spirit would possess you and take control of you?
Yes, like that.
Shakes her head. Nothing in here that I can see that would do that.
Hmm.
Are you
Are you what?
eager to put the spell in action?
I mean, I'm curious to see who it would summon. But that's not the point. I heard that you found a number of trinkets and a book of some kind.
Oh, the book.
I
Right.
believe we found a couple of books, actually, but only one of them is written in the mysterious language.
And then I have all of the trinkets. I pull out the things that I have in my bag here. Let's see, the gold anklet, the iron amulet, and the silver ewer.
And Corvin pulls.
There was also a damaged book.
Oh, and the damaged journal, yeah.
Wait, Corvine, didn't you take that one locket from the Winterbloods?
I have no idea. Yes, I did.
Where is it?
I don't have it.
She looks just
Okay.
somewhat panicked. Wait. You found an artifact from that ruins. You don't have it?
It was from my own family, along with a remains. So I did what I thought was right. I put it to be buried with the rest of the Winterbloods.
Oh, she lets out a relieved sigh. I'm sorry. It's just until we know what these things are, I just don't think. I think it's too risky to have them out in the general public. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that mindset.
Because we need to know what is going on, and it looks like you might found some clues.
Though, actually, about the lock,
Oh, what about it?
had a picture of a cow.
A cow?
Yes. I don't know why. As far as I know, the Winterbloods have never mingled with cows.
What does this cow have to do with the Winterbloods?
Corvine just kind of shrugs.
I don't think you specified that the Winterblood name was carved on the.
Oh, right. The locket was. I told you it was with the remains of my family. It was related to the picture was in the locket. The one that was with the Winterblood's remains. It had the Winterblood's name on it.
Oh, so the locket. How old was this thing? Do you know?
Presumably as old as the ruins.
Did you see anything else there? Her eyes sort of narrow slightly as if she's following a train of thought. Did you see anything else that related to any, like, cows, bovine, prairie folk?
Remind me what the hybrids were again.
The hybrids that you saw in the hallway?
Yes. The statues.
There was a cattle snake in there. Don't you know? No, there was. I was joking. I
remember there was something snake.
I think there was
It was
just
a cobra.
snake.
No, there was a statue of like a part snake, part ungulate. I thought.
Deer snack.
Yes, it was a reindeer. It was a reindeer
Okay.
snake.
Oh, what was the other three?
I don't remember.
Was one of them part cow is all we need you to decide.
Basically, yeah.
I don't remember off the top of my head. I probably should, unfortunately. Let me see if I jotted that down.
Remember, this is a short session.
Definitely.
Yes.
Again, you guys, I underestimate.
The fact
Oh,
that
it
we
takes
meticulously go through everything.
Of course, I didn't write down what they were. Go me.
Woo.
So, barring going back and listening to the previous session, which would be to do, I will say yes. Why not? Also note that there was writing on the wall as well as a mummified remains.
Yep.
Oh
and
yes, there was a cow in there. I forgot about that.
I have the notes on the writing somewhere.
I have it handy.
Oh,
Let's see. No, that
there was
written
a
in the book.
body of a kettle in the ruins.
the writing said down with the Statins, and down with something else, or death, not down.
Followers of the Prophet.
Death
Yes.
to Staunton, death to the Prophet.
Okay, so we're saying that to the.
She suddenly gets a very concerned look on her face. No, that can't be. They're buried down south. Why would they be up here? Let me see the artifacts. I think I have an idea of what's going on, but let me see these other artifacts first.
Which one do you want to see first here?
Doesn't matter.
Here is a golden anklet that has the name Sapwood carved into it.
Interesting. She examines it carefully. What are the other ones? What are the other artifacts?
An iron amulet that has the name Snow Dawn, and an silver ewer that has the name Gray Sky.
Huh. Hey, what was this place like? What did you see and what did you find in there? Did I cut out?
No, we're all just waiting for the first person to speak.
So wait, what did she ask about? What did we find down there?
This
What
place.
else
What
did
did
you
you see?
find?
What was it like?
Oh, it was dark, foreboding. The air was still, and it's.
I'll give you Miss Winterblood. I need details.
An ancient evil magic.
Good.
We found a number of what I assume were predators that attacked us.
Not real ones though. Not like actual creatures. Just they were
Things
kind
that
of made.
resembled predators.
Are those shadow beasts? Those shadow beasts? Or were they like shadow beasts?
Yes.
Kind of seemed like they were made of dust.
I see.
They did not leave bodies once we killed them.
But you did destroy them. They were destroyable.
Yes.
It's all that we found are no more.
What else did you find there?
There was a rather large pile of hides in one of the rooms.
Oh.
The book was in a magic circle.
That one
Along
there.
with a.
Oh
Yes.
wait, there were a couple of books that we found, weren't there?
Along with a pit.
There was the
What
one
is-
in the tomato juice, and then the one in that northern room, written in the Bloodhound
Yes.
language.
This is the one in the tomato juice. If you know what we mean.
If you know what I mean.
She looks at you strangely
The
and
book of
examines
Happy.
it.
It was in blood.
Actually, I don't remember anything being described about that book aside from what happened when Corvine touched it. I say out
Yeah.
of character.
Well-
You say out of character.
We never did investigate the book at all. We just kind of
We
took
got
it.
distracted because things attacked us.
This other book you found was essentially the remnants of a journal that was written in ancient Glassy.
Or there was a third book too, the one written in Bloodhunt.
Yeah, the one in the room with the pile of hides.
Yes, that's right.
So many
So you
ropes.
handed her the grimoire, correct?
Oh, that's what it was called.
Sure, I hand the book of Happy over.
Happy, marvelous. She examines it. And she's like, she gets a shiver. She's like, "Oh, this thing feels horrible."
made me feel horrible too.
And she opens it and begins to look at it. When suddenly the area around fills with darkness, you can see it's just everything dims quite a bit. And suddenly a dark presence slams into her and sends her flying back into the back of the library. And the grimoire itself sort of vanishes. And after a moment, you hear a loud roar and the sounds of destruction from the backside of the library.
Danny falls her very, very quick, like immediately.
Corvine dashes to the noises.
All right, and then we
Like Danny probably would have ran towards her like the moment actually. You know.
Oh, it's just pushing her back for Canelo.
You guys can go ahead and put your characters within that red. You'll see I've changed the map you're looking at.
Yeah.
And you guys can put your characters anywhere in that.
Or
And I should note
Where am I? Where am I?
you have to put your character there.
Yay.
That's what he was just saying to do.
Yeah.
Yes. And she got blown off in.
Where was she? What direction?
Yeah, where is she?
That's what I was indicating.
Wait,
This general
that way?
direction.
Blue?
I don't see
Blue dots?
her.
Wow.
I see
Oh,
sloppy
okay.
arrow.
Yes, the sloppy arrow is the general direction she got blown back.
What?
Oh, see, private message
Only
question.
here?
Oh yes, and place Sae too, if you would.
Okay, you answered the question. Thank you.
Like, why not further?
Nope, I can't play Sae.
No, I can do that.
Oh, okay.
And then
I set up so
because-
I can do
to
that.
answer your question, Cactus, it's because events unfold. Essentially, all this happened within a matter of like a split second, and I need to.
So I'm assuming she was at this table and then got thrown over this way.
Pretty much, and I need to do
So what are these?
stairs.
Actually, no, the doors are right around here.
How did she get?
This is where the
blown?
doors are, right?
It looks like it. I guess
Okay.
we'll assume that.
And the darkness clears for a moment, and you see towards the back, where she presumably landed, a huge creature of shadow
Oh wow.
with multiple heads, roaring and letting out gouts of darkness.
Is it
And-
saying anything in particular?
Nope, just indiscreet monster noises.
Remember, I can understand it.
Indeed. And no, it is just simply generic monster noises. And
Damn
there,
it.
we'll call it session.